Well, hello, and welcome once again to 25 o'clock. I'm your host, Dan Drago. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the special, different episode of the show here, episode 113. I'm calling it my fall music compilation. If for no other reason than it's fall and it's a music compilation here at 25 o'clock this week. Going to highlight a whole bunch of different bands and artists instead of our usual format of where I just talk to one or two people about their thing. We're gonna check out the thing of a bunch of different people here on the show this week, and I hope you dig it. I dig it. I really had a lot of fun getting the submissions for this week. For this week's show, for this fall music compilation. It turned me on to a whole bunch of different bands and artists that I'd never heard of before, and got me to sort of reacquaint myself with some bands and artists that I hadn't thought about in a couple of minutes. So it's all working out for me. Hopefully it works out for you too here on 25 o'clock, what I've dubbed Philadelphia's longest running music podcast, I think. And before we get into the music, before I start talking about these bands, I want to implore you, ask you, beg you, entreat you to go to 25o'clockpod.com. That's our website. You can get everything and anything about the show there. Download and stream all the episodes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Sign up for the mailing list. I send you a little mailer every couple of weeks when I put an episode out. That's all. No more, no less. Check out the Friends and Neighbors page. That's where I link anyone and everyone who's ever been on the show. So if you hear them and you like them and you want to know more, you go to the Friends and Neighbors page. And also for this particular episode, it's important to go to 25o'clockpod.com because in the little blurb, the little blog blurb about this episode, I'm going to put the whole track list up there. So not only will you be able to remind yourself who the artist was or the name of the song, but I'm going to link every artist's web presence on there. If it's a Bandcamp, if it's their own website, even if it's just their Instagram or their Facebook. If you want to know more about a band that you hear today, go to 25o'clockpod.com, click on episode 113, and you get the whole list right there. It's all there. Because I imagine a lot of you listen to this, streaming or what have you, and you don't always get a chance to look down and see what everything is. So you can do that at 25o'clockpod.com. Boom. Why am I doing this week? A lot of reasons. I wanted to take a bit of a break from the interview style episodes that I do all the time. And I thought it was time to just sort of re-immerse myself in all the different kinds of music that people make in Philadelphia. And like I said a couple of minutes ago, I was not familiar with some of these bands. They were submitted to me, and it was great. Every once in a while, I have to just kind of immerse myself in bands I've never heard of, bands I would not have heard because maybe I don't know the person, or, the whole host of reasons that, keep you from discovering a band. I thought, well, hey, I'm gonna dive headfirst in and see what I come up with. I received a ton of submissions. This is just a few, the ones that I picked that seem to kind of go together and seem to offer a bit of diversity. That is not to say that the other stuff that got submitted to me for this episode is gone by the wayside. I will probably do more of these now that I think about it, and I have kind of gotten in the act of putting it together. I realize that this is as important as the interview episodes is to, introduce us all to a bunch of different music that we might not have heard any other way. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing it this week. I thought I'd change it up. It's fall. It's a music compilation. It's the fall music compilation here at 25 o'clock. Let's get into it. I'm going to kind of do this old school college radio style. Play a couple of tracks, tell you what you heard, maybe tell you a little bit about the artist, and then play a couple more tracks. We'll just kind of proceed with that until the show's over. So, sit down, relax, enjoy your life, and we'll get right into the music. And I want to start with a band called Tiger Castle. I met a couple of members of Tiger Castle at the Philly Music Fest in September. They were nice guys. And we kept in touch. They sent me a track. This is a new song of theirs. It's called Don't Debate Me. You can check out their music at tigercastle.bandcamp.com, and they're on Facebook and all the other places that we all are. So let's just get it right going. Let's get it going right with Tiger Castle and a song called Don't Debate Me.
Let us agree to disagree, even at a price that isn't free. The terms and the circumstances changed, ending with your face rearranged. Don't you debate me. Don't you berate me. Don't you debate me. Don't emulate me. Don't you debate me. Don't you erase me. Don't you debate me. Don't emulate me. Don't you debate me. Don't you berate me. Don't you debate me. Don't emulate me.
Well, it's been 5 years and counting, well, if we're counting, but you know I don't like to count. There's something deep inside me that fills me up with dread, yet it fills me up with doubt. There's not a lot of things in this big wide world that can fill me up with dread. But I'll have a conniption, yeah, on these prescriptions. If you worry a little head, you won't be just another lyric in my songbook that never leaves the page. You won't be just another thought in this messed up head that I have to rearrange. These girls, they come and go, but they leave without my stare. 'Cause deep down I know none of them can compare. Let's go home. For a long, long time with a real bad girl left me in a bad scene. And I need someone to save me from all those bad dreams. And I still have dreams about you when you're standing in that hall. And Alexander Graham Bell didn't live his life, so you could never call. You won't be just another lyric in my songbook that never leaves the page. Just another thought in this messed up head that I have to rearrange. These girls, they come and go, but they leave without my stare. 'Cause deep down I know none of them can compare. Let's go home. These girls, they come and go, but they leave without my stare. 'Cause deep down I know none of them can compare. Let's go home.
That was the Morellas right there. That was a song called Let's Go Home. I got that as a sort of a blind submission right there. I don't know those guys, don't know anything about them. They're a new band here in Philadelphia. I really, really love that, you know, that demo sound right there. When they sent it to me, they told me, though, you know, these are demos, they're a little rough. I think it sounds fantastic. I don't think they should change anything about the way that sounds. I really, really, really dug that track. Check them out, the Morellas Band. Morellas band. They're on Instagram, Twitter, they're on Facebook. Definitely check them out. And before then, you know, you heard from Tiger Castle with a track called Don't Debate Me. Since this is a podcast, should I keep telling you what you heard at the top? I don't know. I mean, you can look at it. This is all still very new to me, you know. 100 plus episodes in. This is all still very new to me. Anyway, let's move it along. We don't have time for my usual long-winded BS here. We got music to hear. This next track is from a band called Lie Lie Lie, and you might not have ever heard of the band Lie Lie Lie, but you might have heard of the band Brother Nino. That's what the band was beforehand. They changed their name to Lie Lie Lie. They're fronted by Emily Mineo, who was back on the show back on episode 48, which was August of 2016. That's how long ago it was. I loved her solo material. I loved Brother Nino, and I really like Lie 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 as well. They recorded this track. It's sort of a Halloween-themed track, a fall-themed track for our fall music compilation. It's called Undead. It was recorded at Rittenhouse Soundworks. And you can check them out, lie.bandcamp.com. That's Lylyly, lie. It's fun to say. They're fun to listen to. Emily's a great writer and a great singer. And, you know, every project that she involves herself in, I want to listen to. So check it out. It's a track called Undead from the band Lylyly here on 25 O'Clock.
Turning to the oracle, tell me what's next, tell me. Keep walking out without my keys, oh, you lost them for me. Or was it me, you and I run and hide? Will you stay by my side? Believe I'm dreaming of zombies again. My mind should be on love in the afternoon, but I'm haunted by the undead.
picture it, I knew where to start. exemplify my eyes and hollow out my heart. I lost myself last autumn. I sold my soul since then to simplify my sorrows. Now I'm gone with the wind. If you've got something to say, but call me in the nighttime. Don't give me the time of day. Oh, and you can wait forever if it has to be that way. But I'm hanging on to nothing, and there's nothing left to say. Oh, 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 oh,
That's music from Jay Solomon right there. The song's called Last Autumn. It's a new single from him. You can check out his tunes at JSolomonMusic.com. That's the letter J, Solomon, SOLOMON, music.com. I liked that track a lot. I really did. I did not know who he was until I heard that track just a couple of days ago, and I really, really dig it. And before that, you heard Lie, Lie, Lie with Undead, their Halloween fall spooky themed tune that's very appropriate for right now, but I think it would be appropriate all times of years: Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Arbor Day. All the days are good for Lie, Lie, Lie and their song Undead. We're going to move it along here because literally what other choice do we have? We have to move it along, like just in life. The band All Boy, All Girl, you might remember them. They've been on the show recently. They're back on episode 110 just a few ago. They have a new EP out called Crisps. Nick Ron and Danielle Louvier are that band, along with two other people whose names I don't remember because I didn't write them down. But you can go back to episode 110 and hear my full-length conversation with Nick and Danielle. But they have a new EP out called Crisps. They just keep putting out tunes. They're just constantly putting out releases. And this is a track called Bomb. They just got back from tour. They've got a show coming up on November 10th at Century, and you can check out their music at I'm flipping back to verify where to check out their music. allboyallgirl.net. Great band, great tune. It's called Bomb from the new EP Crisps. All Boy, All Girl here on 25 o'clock.
I'm feeling like myself again, trying to remember the last time I saw my friends, sleeping in an empty bed. I guess that's the way it is when you're depressed. Anyway, the room's a mess. Bombs make the loudest sounds. The silence is arrested, yeah. But I like the words. It's bringing
That's music from Port Lucian. It's a song called Lucid Dreaming 2. New track from her. I don't know much about her, but she sent me a very nice press kit along with the track. And I think she's only 18 or 19 years old, but just a remarkable talent, a really, really sophisticated approach to just making songs right there. I was quite floored when I heard that for the first time. I was very, very into it. Check out her music, Port Lucian, PortLucian.com. And before her, you heard All Boy, All Girl with a song called Bomb, a delightful, energetic, peppy song about crippling depression from their new EP, Crisps. Check them out, allboyallgirl.net. Coming up, we're going to switch it up a little bit. I don't, and I'm sure you've heard me say this on this show before. I will definitely admit this. I am not the most savvy, most knowledgeable person about hip-hop. I don't know what is new or not new in hip-hop. I like what I like. Most of my tastes are particularly dated because that was just, they sort of froze in amber at the time that I was listening to the most hip-hop, which would have been in the mid-90s to the very early 2000s. But I came across this guy. His name is Savan DePaul, and I listened to his tracks that he had sent me, and they really, really spoke to sort of my tastes in hip-hop. It's kind of weird. It's really arty. It's all over the place, and that is the kind of hip-hop that I like. So, Savan DePaul, way to go. I don't know if you were sitting there in your room in your studio trying to make hip hop for a dude like me, but you did it. You succeeded, whether or not you intended to or not. This is a track. It's two tracks kind of knocked together. I think that's called a mixtape. See, that's how into things and how knowledgeable I am. But it's a song called Goddess Turbine /97 Didymos. Or Didymos. That's an O. I wrote that. Goddess Turbine /97 Didymos from Savon DePaul here on 25 o'clock. Check it out. It's outstanding.
I give you the turbine in order to serve mine and do it on your time. You best make it worth mine. I give you the turbine in order to serve mine and do it on your time. You best make it worth mine.
God, the way the kin of Prometheus, goddess can handle easing this problem her subject are dealing with. Obviously, she can alleviate obstacles and face technology in order to maybe further her own enjoyment. When they worship her, gave her a watch like it was jerking her. Her plan seemingly perfect, but one boy camouflaged like Furcifer. Took that tool that she crafted, took his one bag and he packed it. Whipped that turbine in overdrive. With goddess chasing him, no surprise. But he kept flying intrepid, and soon Earth's atmosphere re-exit. Fuck your space odyssey monolith, I took your obelisk. Fuck your space odyssey monolith, I took your obelisk. Fuck your space odyssey monolith, I took your obelisk.
I gave you that turbine in order to serve mine, but now it's on your time, cause you don't deserve mine. I gave you that turbine in order to serve mine, but now it's on your time, cause you don't deserve mine.
Fuck your space odyssey monolith, I took your obelisk. Fuck your space odyssey monolith, I took your obelisk. Fuck your space odyssey monolith, I took your obelisk. Fuck your space odyssey monolith, I took your obelisk. Fuck your space odyssey monolith, I took your obelisk. Fuck your space odyssey monolith, I took your obelisk. Boy flew out and became the cosmophile. The boy flew out and became the cosmophile. That boy flew out and became the cosmophile. Boy flew out and became the cosmophile. That boy flew out and became the cosmophile. Yeah, and to the core of my soul, I cannot believe what I'm told. What? God's laying waste to us? Nah, she ain't gonna play with us. Spray every single liver in the place. Lady, you think a nigga simply fade? Homie, all the humans they bury y'all. Taking Imperial, cemetery drawn. You might get stuck in a capsule full of cold space and call you Ben & Jerry's Dawn. Good crush of stardust. I ain't letting these motherfuckers bomb us. Plus these fuck cheese that might buck, heat, pluck, beat, snuff, the and act lovely. My God, with bloodshed probably. Plus 10 guns, then mush men's bodies. Nah, you rob me of Didymos. Nah, you ain't gonna get the most. Nah, you ain't gonna sun the stars. Nah, hold up, you ain't gonna sun the stars. Long time no see.
And same to you.
So what's your damage?
Fantastic and complete like a nebula.
What are you even seeing in me?
Everything. The cosmos ever expanding. Us together. Unity. Can you see that?
Fuck if I know.
Well then, let me show you.
That boy and the guys didn't see each other for eons, but at a gathering of sirens he wanted to be on, he caught the gods above his name on a tongue. If from their encounter a future date he was sprung, called him Cosmophile, like what the fuck that mean? But it all makes sense in upcoming scenes. Chance encounter leading to boy finding his everything, rising to excellence, helping mind for his feminine. Open his mind for the rest of his. Open his mind for the rest of his.
precious moments from there. And all I have to keep are fading memories. I watch you circle in the drain, morphine drip to ease the pain. Ooh, I still see her everywhere. Ooh, she ain't here, no, she's nowhere. Just a little more time with me. And though I see her face in dreams, her voice escapes me. And in our midst there lies a being who takes all that he sees. Ooh, I still see her everywhere. Ooh, but she ain't here, no, she's nowhere. As time grows near, we cry these tears, but what is ending? That's taken precious moments from me. And all I have to keep are fading memories. I watch you circle in the drain, morphine drip to ease the pain. Ooh, and I still see her everywhere. She ain't here, no, she's nowhere. Times of defense paintings, precious moments from let's take turns, precious moments of nesting. Times of food, let's take turns, precious moments of nesting. Times of food, let's take turns, precious moments of nesting.
Music from the band Them Jones. The song's called Time You Thief with an exclamation point. I like it when bands put punctuation in song titles. I really do. They're a psych rock band. They formed out of two other bands, one called Triad and one called The Shimmers. You can check them out, themjones.bandcamp.com. And before that, Savan DePaul with Goddess Turbine /97 Didymos. Remarkable track right there. Really remarkable artist. That track comes off a 22-track compilation he has called Cranium Scatter Volume 2. Check out his music, savandepol.bandcamp.com. I'm really enjoying checking out all this stuff. Like I said, a lot of this music I'm coming to for the first time over the last couple days with these submissions, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really kind of opening up my eyes. It's important that I do this, that I immerse myself in this music, and that I immerse you in it as well. So also, like I said at the top of the show, if you're having a hard time keeping track of everything you've heard, it's okay. If you go to 25o'clockpod.com, click on the episode 113 post, I'm going to have a full track list there. It is there. I'm speaking about it in the future tense because right now I'm recording it and then later I will write it. But it'll all be there. It'll all be there when you hear this. Go to 25o'clockpod.com, click on episode 113 and get the whole track list, complete with links to all the bands. So if you like what you hear and you want to hear more, that's where you got to go. Let's keep it going here. We're in the back stretch. We only got a few more. So, you get to stop filling your head with just so much new information. You get to rest. You get to breathe. This next song is from an artist named Brianna Judge. She has a new album out called Wide Eyes. This song is called Decent Excuse. I came across this track the way I come across a lot of great music. I hit up my friend Ross Belanois, who's a guitar player and producer at Turtle Studios, and said, "Hey, what have you been working on lately? I need some tracks for a compilation episode that I'm doing," and this is the one he gave me. He produced it and played some guitar in it. Her name is Brianna Judge. The song's called Decent Excuse. Let's hear it here on 25 o'clock.
Of an old man's bottle of rum was you, sitting in that corner all by yourself, alone, with a decent excuse. Oh, I would take it. You decided otherwise. Thanks for helping me to know you're not worth it. Come on, boy, go up. Get over yourself right now. I'm tired of all your stories and watching a grown man cry. Oh, please, over this. But with a decent excuse, oh, I would take it. You decided otherwise. Thanks for helping me to know you're not worth it. Once again of who I am and what I said. I couldn't care less about what you think of me. Ooh, with a decent excuse, oh, I would take it. You decided otherwise. Thanks for helping me to know you're not worth it.
You fell asleep by the water's edge. You can close your eyes, but you can't play dead. There's something in those words you wrote that tells me you're really listening. You feel uptight with the winter's gone. Spring around, but it won't stay long. It's like a dove up above when it's you I'm missing. Darling, you can count on me. And I know it's hard to believe. 'Cause you're cold on the floor. And no, I can hardly wait till I see you in the sun. It will be 1 year to the day. It's 1 year to the day, and I can hardly wait. Fell asleep by the water's edge. You can close your eyes, but you can't play dead. There's something in those words you wrote that tells me you're really listening. You feel uptight when the winter's gone. The spring arrived, but it won't stay long. It's like a dove from up above when it's you I'm missing. Darling, you can count on me. And I know it's hard to believe. It's been weeks, it's been months. I saw you waiting for the bus, and after all, we both will end up in the sea.
That's music from the Tisberries right there. A song called Water's Edge. Check out their music, thetisberries.bandcamp.com. It's a solid piece of power pop right there, a little bit of a folk swing. I really enjoyed that song. Really enjoyed the song before it too. Brianna Judge with a song called Decent Excuse off her album Wide Eyes. Check her out, BriannaJudgeMusic.com. That record produced by my good friend Ross Belenois over at Turtle Studios. You can hear a bit of his guitar on there as well. Great song. Good job, everyone involved in that song. We're getting towards the end right here. Thank you all for listening to my fall music compilation. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed checking out all these new bands. Hopefully they're all new to you. A lot of them are new to me. I had a great time. I mean, I always have a great time. I'm the one doing it. But I hope you enjoyed hearing all these bands too. Like I said, you go to 25o'clockpod.com, click on the episode 113 episode link, and I've got the whole list of everyone who was on, plus all their links to their social media websites and all that. So if you like what you hear, that's where you go. We're going to go out on one more track. This is a song by my good friend Ben Tinsley. I've known him for what seems like forever, in a wonderful way. He was back on episode 58, which was December of 2016. He has a new EP out called Hope and Diamond, and we're going to listen to a song from it. But I wanted to tell you what's special about this EP, Hope and Diamond. It's not just special because Ben made it and everything. All the music Ben makes to me is special, and it's not just special because he produced all of it himself. And when I first met Ben, he would have been the first to admit that he would have had no idea how to do that, but he's really put in the work and really figured out how to make the kind of stuff that he wants to make in his home studio. And I think the results on this EP are remarkable. But the thing that's really special about this EP, let's see if I can explain this in at all a concise way. A while back, he started this thing that he refers to now as Project EJ. Now, Project EJ is named after this kid named EJ who Ben met at a Sam Ash or something like that. And the kid was in there playing a guitar that he had on layaway. He was bringing in, $10 or $20 every week to, work his way towards the guitar. And that really struck Ben. So he thought to himself, well, I'm part of a really great music community, and maybe I can help this kid out. So he went on social media and sent out some emails to a bunch of us, myself being one of them. And in just a couple of days, he raised a whole bunch of money to pay off this kid's guitar, plus get him some accessories, start him on music lessons. And we were all wowed by Ben's wherewithal to, go to the generosity of all his friends to, help this kid that he just met. There was something about him that reminded him a lot of himself, and so he wanted to help the kid out. So money from the Hope and Diamond EP, from the downloads and the streams and all that, are all going to go to what he calls now Project EJ, sort of a crowdsourcing fundraising thing where he's going to find the next EJ, the next kid who's really into music, really wants to play, and just needs a little bit of help to kind of, just bump him over to get him what he needs. So you can check out all his music at bentinsley.bandcamp.com. That's where you can find out more about Project EJ. Ben writes it all out in a way more eloquent than what I just did. But check out his EP Hope and Diamond. Throw a couple bucks in there. Help the next kid get that guitar or bass or drum kit or piano or what have you. I think it's great that's what Ben wants to direct the financial results of his music towards. So let's hear it. This is a song called Time Stands Still from Ben Tinsley from his EP Hope and Diamond. And that's going to do it. That's going to take us out. Thanks for listening. We'll do more of these. Go to 25o'clockpod.com. If you're a band or an artist, you can submit me more tunes that way, or email them right to me at dan.drago@25o'clockpod.com. All good ways to get in touch with me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me on the Fall Music Compilation. Here's Ben Tinsley with Time Stands Still from his EP Hope and Diamond here on 25 o'clock. Until next time, take care of yourselves.
I recall a night in September, a night I remember for the rest of my days, and I would fall if only for a while, girl. When I saw your smile, girl, when I saw your face, oh, and I stood still the moment I saw you. From the moment I saw you, and time has stood still. Now I wonder how it's taking so long, girl, but I'm singing this song, baby, whoa, to show you how I feel. Yeah, and time stood still the moment I saw you. From the moment I saw you, time has stood still, 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 time has stood still. You know, if I had one wish, it would be that we share one kiss, girl. You know, girl, I'll tell you this, I knew it was you from the moment I saw you. And time stood still the moment I saw you. From the moment I saw you, yeah. And time has stood still. And you know I will do anything for